Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Washington quarter dollar coins, a true cornerstone of American currency that's been around since 1932. While most of these quarters may seem common, some rare editions with specific mint marks, years, and conditions are worth a small fortune today. If you've ever handled U.S. change or inherited an old coin jar, one of these gems might just be in your hands. So let's dive right into the top 4 most valuable and expensive Washington quarter dollar coins of all time. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1968 with no mint mark, preserved in stunning black condition. This isn't just any coin. This is a rare piece of history that has ignited excitement across the numismatic community. With its eye-catching coloration, historical relevance, and skyrocketing collector demand, this 1968 quarter is a potential hidden fortune just waiting to be discovered. So buckle up, because this might just be the coin that changes everything for you. The story of the 1968 Washington quarter begins in the wake of a transformative era in American coinage. After the economic shifts of the early 1960s, the U.S. Mint had transitioned away from silver content in quarters, starting in 1965. By 1968, quarters were being minted in a copper-nickel-clad composition, yet the year retained its own mystique. The Washington quarter design, originally introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, carried on with its bold portrait and iconic features. But the 1968 edition stands apart for one significant reason: the elusive absence of a mint mark, a detail that makes this coin a treasure for dedicated collectors and sharp-eyed investors. Now, let's talk about the unique features that elevate this coin to legendary status. First, the absence of the mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time didn't routinely include a mint mark on quarters. This subtle trait, often overlooked by casual observers, is now a blazing signal of collectible rarity. Combine that with the stunning black-toned coloration, likely the result of unique environmental exposure or intentional toning, and you have a visually commanding coin that stands out in any collection. The obverse still proudly displays George Washington's resolute profile, while the reverse features the majestic eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, symbols of strength and peace. But in this color-altered state, the artistry takes on a new life that commands attention. The rarity of this 1968 no-mint mark Washington quarter, particularly in this extraordinary black color condition, places it in the spotlight for collectors worldwide. Coins from Philadelphia of that year are already relatively uncommon in mint state preservation, but when you add the variable of deep, glossy, jet black toning, something not seen in standard circulation, you move into a category of extreme rarity. These are the kinds of pieces that get showcased at major coin expos, auctioned at elite bidding events, and held tightly in prestigious private collections. Demand is surging, and prices have followed. In today's action-packed coin market, this remarkable piece has proven to be more than just a collector's item. It's a powerful investment. Depending on condition and eye appeal, a 1968 no-mint mark quarter in black and stunning condition can reach upwards of $250 to $800 or more, especially if certified by top grading services. That's a significant return for a coin that might still be sitting unnoticed in a drawer or jar. In cases where the black coloration is uniform, lustrous, and natural in tone, the value can increase exponentially due to visual desirability and demand from premium collectors. For collectors and investors, there are several key strategies to maximize the opportunity of owning such a treasure. First, always look for coins with bold details, sharp rims, and that elusive, intense black luster that sets them apart from average finds. Second, consider professional grading and encapsulation, as this not only protects the coin but also verifies its authenticity and rarity to future buyers. Third, stay updated with market auctions and numismatic news. These are the arenas where the values of unique coins like this one are constantly climbing. In conclusion, the 1968 Washington quarter with no mint mark and preserved in a stunning black condition is a coin of high intrigue, rising value, and significant historical appeal. It's more than just metal. It's a story, an artifact, and a financial opportunity rolled into one compact, powerful package. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer hoping to strike gold, this coin offers everything you could dream of: rarity, beauty, history, and value. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and never underestimate the incredible power of a quarter that can transform your collection and possibly your life. Next up, the magnificent 1986 Washington quarter dollar with the Denver Mint mark, preserved in extra fine condition and shining with potential both historically and financially. This isn't just another quarter. This is a rare, brilliant example of American craftsmanship and timeless legacy. As the market heats up for collectible coins, this 1986 Washington quarter is becoming a breakout star, rising in demand and value like never before. Get ready, because this could be the small coin that leads to your big discovery. The journey of the Washington quarter is one that's rooted deeply in American tradition. Introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States, this quarter was never meant to be a permanent circulating coin. But due to its massive popularity and powerful symbolism, it quickly became a staple of U.S. currency. Fast forward to 1986, a pivotal year in American history as the country was shifting through the economic boom of the Reagan era and making leaps in technology, space exploration, and culture. The Denver Mint played a crucial role in coin production during this era, and the Mint mark found on this 1986 quarter is a proud symbol of that legacy. Minted with precision and care, this coin reflects the quality and detail expected of a nation in its prime. What truly sets the 1986 Washington quarter apart are its unique features and superior condition. This coin, in extra fine condition, retains remarkable details that are often lost through years of circulation. The obverse showcases George Washington's timeless profile, clean, sharp, and strong. His image radiates confidence, while the finely detailed inscriptions frame his portrait with elegance. The reverse side boasts the iconic American bald eagle, wings spread in a regal stance, clutching arrows and olive branches, an enduring symbol of America's readiness for peace and strength in defense. The luster, sharp edges, and visible feathering on the eagle's wings in this extra fine condition elevate it far above the average coin you'd encounter in circulation. It's a brilliant, eye-catching piece that commands respect and admiration. Now let's talk about rarity and why this particular quarter is making waves. While 1986 quarters with the Denver Mint mark were produced in large quantities for everyday use, most have suffered wear and damage through decades of circulation. But finding one in extra fine condition, with full details and minimal surface marks, is an increasingly rare feat. The higher the condition, the rarer the coin becomes, and collectors are eager to get their hands on well-preserved examples before prices soar even higher. This coin bridges a unique era in numismatic history, standing at the intersection of vintage collectability and modern desirability. In today's fast-moving coin market, a 1986 quarter like this one is no longer overlooked. It's becoming a rising star. The current market value of this coin is turning heads, especially when in extra fine condition or better. While face value is a humble 25 cents, the collectible market tells a far different story. A 1986 Washington quarter in extra fine condition is now trading between $15 to $60, depending on detail, luster, and overall appeal. In some auctions and private collections, examples with exceptional eye appeal or strong strike characteristics have been known to fetch even more. That's a staggering leap in value, especially when you consider that millions of people unknowingly handle similar coins every day. This 1986 quarter is a shining example of how close some of us are to holding real hidden wealth. For collectors and investors who want to seize the opportunity this coin presents, here are some important tips. First, preservation is everything. Store the coin in a protective case to maintain its extra fine condition and guard against environmental damage. Second, get it professionally graded if you believe it's in near mint or uncirculated state. This can dramatically increase its market value and authenticity. Third, keep an eye on auction sites and numismatic forums, as the buzz around 1980s quarters, especially those from Denver, continues to grow. Collectors looking to complete full mint mark sets or hunt for superior grade specimens are actively buying up coins just like this one. In conclusion, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark is not just another coin. It's a symbol of strength, artistry, and increasing value in today's dynamic collectibles market. With its bold design, extra fine condition, and historical significance, this quarter stands tall among its peers. It's a rare gem hiding in plain sight, ready to reward those with a keen eye and appreciation for American numismatic history. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're a seasoned investor looking to expand your portfolio, this coin is one to watch, one to collect, and one to treasure for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this exciting deep dive. Make sure to check your coin jars, explore your collections, and never underestimate the quarter in your hand. It just might be the key to something truly life-changing. Stay tuned for more rare coin spotlights. And remember, every coin has a story. Some stories, like that of the 1986 D Washington quarter, are worth far more than their weight in metal. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, found in circulated condition, a coin that's capturing growing attention in today's action-packed collectibles market. Though it might seem like a simple piece of change at first glance, this quarter is a remarkable artifact from a dynamic time in U.S. history, and it's now becoming a high-demand target among collectors due to its design, origin, and increasing dollar value. So don't blink, because this coin could very well be the hidden gem you've been searching for. To understand the true power of the 1984 Washington quarter, we need to rewind to its roots. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the founding father and first president of the United States. Since then, it has become a symbol of American pride, freedom, and national identity. By 1984, during a time of American resurgence and innovation under President Reagan, the U.S. Mint in Denver played a crucial role in supplying the country with resilient, dependable coinage. The D mint mark represents the Denver Mint, a facility known for its precision and massive output of circulating coins that remain cornerstones of American commerce even decades later. This 1984 quarter holds the historical and patriotic weight of that era. What sets this coin apart, even in circulated condition, is its striking design and enduring presence. The obverse proudly features the iconic profile of George Washington, sharp, proud, and noble, surrounded by inscriptions that reaffirm its origin and importance. Liberty, in God we trust, and the date 1984. On the reverse side, the powerful image of the American bald eagle takes center stage, wings stretched majestically, standing on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below, a symbol of strength, courage, and peace. Even in a circulated state, many of these design details remain bold and visible, giving the coin undeniable presence and a deep sense of historical and artistic value. Now let's talk about the rarity and collectability of this coin, especially in today's hot market. While millions of 1984 D quarters were minted, most were heavily used and worn down over the decades. Finding one today that's still in circulated but visually strong condition is becoming more difficult, particularly as collectors scramble to complete full Washington quarter collections from the 1980s. What makes the 1984 D quarter special is the way it bridges accessibility and increasing scarcity. It's widely recognized among serious collectors as one of the key pieces that deserves preservation before supply tightens even more. As more high-quality circulated coins are picked up, graded, and locked into private collections, demand only continues to rise, and with it, the market value. Speaking of market value, let's break down just how exciting this coin's dollar worth can be. A 1984 Washington quarter with the Denver Mint mark in strong circulated condition is now fetching anywhere from $10 to $45, with some particularly eye-appealing or well-struck examples rising beyond that range in collector auctions. And for coins that exhibit any signs of unique toning, sharp detail, or have been preserved in holders, the price potential only increases. What was once worth 25 cents is now seen as a collectible asset, an opportunity hiding in plain sight, appreciated not just for its face value, but for its story, its age, and its importance in the evolution of American coinage. For collectors eager to take advantage of this rising trend, there are several tips to help you maximize your efforts. Always inspect your coin carefully for any strong detail, especially around Washington's hairlines and the eagle's wings and feathers. Even in circulated condition, a coin with clean rims, solid definition, and no major scratches can command a strong premium. Consider storing your coin in a protective sleeve or a coin flip to maintain its current state and prevent any further wear. And don't underestimate the power of professional grading. Having a circulated coin authenticated and encapsulated by a reputable grading company can boost its appeal and market value significantly. In conclusion, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, even in circulated condition, is an outstanding piece of American numismatic history. It carries with it the patriotic soul of the 1980s, the masterful design of America's most respected coin artists, and a rising market interest that positions it as a must-have for collectors. Its appeal lies not just in its past, but in its future, a coin that continues to grow in desirability and value. Whether you're searching through your pocket change, building a historic coin set, or investing in rare coins that tell a story, this quarter is a smart, exciting, and rewarding choice. So check your coins, scan your collections, and keep an eye out, because the next 1984 D quarter you come across might just be more valuable than you ever imagined. Stay tuned for more incredible coin stories. And remember, in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins are the ones that hold the greatest treasures. Next up, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, preserved in a rusty yet intact, complete design condition. Now, don't let the surface fool you. This coin, with its weathered look and character-rich patina, holds far more value than meets the eye. In a world where pristine often steals the spotlight, this 1988 quarter stands out for a different reason: survival with integrity, historical value, and increasing collector demand in today's action-packed numismatic scene. So buckle up and stay with us, because what you're about to discover might completely transform the way you see the coins in your collection. To truly appreciate this 1988 D Washington quarter, we need to step back and explore the era in which it was minted. The year 1988 was a period of transformation and bold momentum for the United States. The Cold War was nearing its end, American culture was thriving, and confidence was booming economically. Amidst this backdrop, the Denver Mint struck millions of coins, including the Washington quarter, continuing the iconic design first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design itself had become a national staple by this point, a symbol of American heritage, resilience, and everyday strength. But as time has passed, the 1988 edition has quietly grown in both significance and scarcity, particularly when the coin has retained its full design despite heavy environmental exposure and natural aging. The most striking aspect of this coin is its rusty, damaged coloration, which tells a story all its own. While most collectors chase the polished and shiny examples, there's something incredibly powerful about a coin that has weathered time, exposure, and circulation, yet still retains its complete and unmistakable design. George Washington's proud profile remains etched into the obverse, with all details from his jawline to his hair ribbon still sharply visible. The inscriptions, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and "The Year 1988," are perfectly readable, giving it undeniable authenticity. On the reverse, the powerful American bald eagle still soars strong, perched with arrows and olive branches in its talons. Even under the rust-toned surface, the symbolism and the craftsmanship shine through, making this coin a rugged beauty in its own right. What makes this coin particularly desirable is the contrast between condition and completeness. The rusty damage actually adds to its character, setting it apart in a collection and making it a conversation piece. The fact that it has endured through decades of use and exposure, and yet still holds its full identity, is what makes it rare. In today's collecting circles, there's a growing trend toward coins with natural patinas and aging effects, especially when the design is untouched. These coins are seen as survivors, and survival itself becomes a point of value. This is especially true with coins like the 1988 D quarter that remain structurally intact despite heavy wear. Collectors who seek out coins with story, age, and resilience are willing to pay a premium for examples like this. Let's talk about the value. and it's worth paying attention here. While circulated Washington quarters from the 1980s are common, examples like the 1988 D with full designs and rusty character are now gaining momentum in the action market. Depending on depth of detail, uniqueness of coloration, and completeness of the engraving, this coin can trade between $20 to over $80, and in certain cases where the tone is considered artistically appealing or naturally patterned, it could go even higher in auctions and private sales. The value lies not just in rarity, but in individuality. Every rusted coin tells a different story, and that uniqueness is a treasure in itself, making it highly sought after by collectors who appreciate coins that stand out from the crowd. For collectors looking to identify and preserve these kinds of coins, here's what you should focus on. First, examine the coin under good lighting to ensure all main features, like Washington's profile and the eagle's wings, are complete and not corroded through. Second, avoid cleaning or polishing the rust, as this natural aging is part of the coin's growing value. Many collectors today prefer originality over artificial shine, and untouched surfaces often command higher prices. Store the coin in a protective holder to stop further degradation, and consider having it graded if the overall design is clear. Coins with rustic charm and high integrity are becoming more and more popular in serious collector circles. In conclusion, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, preserved in rusty but complete design condition, is a true underdog of the coin world, a rare and rising treasure that's turning heads and commanding value in today's market. It's not just a coin. It's a relic of resilience, a piece of metal that has withstood the test of time while proudly holding on to its identity and heritage. It proves that beauty in the coin world isn't only about brightness. It's about story, strength, and uniqueness. As more collectors embrace these imperfect gems, the demand continues to surge, and so does the value. So check your collections, open your coin jars, and keep a watchful eye, because that rusty old quarter in your hand might just be a valuable piece of numismatic gold. Thank you for joining us in today's deep dive into one of the most fascinating quarters of the late 20th century. Remember, in coin collecting, the boldest rewards often come from the coins that dared to age differently. Next up,